Well, hello there friends, and welcome. Sorry, just get my headset sorted. Sorry for the slight delay. Didn't think it would take that long to get loaded up. Frame rate's a bit low, but hey, we're going to crack on and head over to Dublin for a VATSIM event. Dublin is lit up tonight. Essex approach is on, static ground is on. We got ATIS, so it should be a good flight, and I think we pretty much got Manchester and Scottish, so we've got centre coverage all the way. If you are watching, please say hi, thanks for joining. And without further ado, I'm going to jump into the jet and crack straight on, I think. It's completely cold and dark, so I can just about make out the battery switch here. Just turn that off for a wee moment. Got the lights on. Get the AC power on. Emergency exits on. The logo can come on. Let's get some panel lighting. Get the dome on. Let's get the irises aligning with AC power. Just under 9 minutes. Fuel damper can come on. Whoa, we are upside down. Great, there we go. Pumps can all stay off, those are all on normal. Got a cabin utility light on. Can go. Just to not set that. That can all stay off. Igniters right, wipers parked, pumps on, and it's going to be a bit of a rush of a setup, so I'm not going to show any charts on screen or anything. They show the OFP briefly. Get the packs on. And our cruise today is 320. We're actually quite light, so it's a bit of a strange low cruise that. I haven't investigated it. 242 on arrival at Dublin, so 250. And that's us, good and ready. Let me just get rid of the Zibo logo on screen. Pop the other one on. Got all the volumes on, I've got projectFLY running, I've got Pegasus running, the new color, the new client. I've got AppSoft in the background, everything's running, and I think we're good to go. So, doors are open. Let's go. So disarm test. Hydraulic pressure we've got. Can pop the flood on. Transponder set 2000, we'll get a code in a moment. Can turn these up. And there we are, good and ready. So, let's get the aeroplane loaded. Need fuel and balance. We have got 106 packs, which is relatively light. I think that this will put them in slightly the wrong configuration. I think most of the front needs to be empty, but I'm not overly fussed. We've got 1586 cargo, so I'm going to put 586 in the front and 1 ton a back. That'll do. Looks all within so far. And fuel wise, we have got a trip of 2203. I've added an additional 30-minute reserve, so we've got about 2 tons. Final reserve is 940, and then we've got an extra 1165 on top, giving us a block fuel of 6052. So, didn't want to hit that, I wanted to hit the fuel truck. There we go. 6052 requested. Let's get the old flight leg running. And we really want to be off blocks before, I think, 3-1. We needed 20 minutes. About 10 past, so not before 3-1. So it'll be a quick setup, but it doesn't need to be a rush. So let's tune the ATIS, and I'll do it this side. 127175.
Stansted Information Hotel.
That must have been the end of it. Really? That's it? Great. Maybe it's changing. Maybe something's broken. So it would be nice if we could hear it. I am going to tune up stands to ground 121725. We are going to tune, I think. Oh, Essex approach was on, but they're not anymore. And maybe there's no London either. Maybe we'll be on Unicom. So the ATIS, although we can't hear it, 127175. Zippity nudder. Doesn't look like it's changed. So it's hotel time 1950 Zulu. And let's give you guys a bit of a better view rather than sat staring at this because the comm panel's all set up. 1950 Zulu. Automatic, runway in use. 22. Transition level 80. Surface wind 1905. 10k visibility or more. Scattered at 900 feet. Scattered 1,300 feet. Overcast 1,900.
Station Stansted ground disclosing no further ATC months Unicom 122 doesn't wait, but
That's a shame. As soon as I just jumped on, never mind. 1,900 feet is temperature 4. A dew point of 4, expect some fog. Maybe not, the wind's a little bit too high. And Q977. Now that's really low. That'll be why the ATIS went off. So, 77. So over to the Unicom. Probably not going to speak to, so I don't think London South covers us. We're just in the centre section. So we're all on it. A bit sad. We have got an UTAVA 1 Romeo departure, which the stop altitude is 4,000. Clear ourselves up on that. We know it's runway 22. Runway heading is 223. We are going to be on decimal 5 for the departure. Now they're going to be inbound Barkway 50. Outbound 263. So I will set that on both. Disable the downwind ILS, we're going to use the DME this runway. And actually we want the first turn, so we want 625 both sides. And we are going to start the turn at 3.1 DME, and at that point I want to be turning right and being able to see it. So for that, I'm 350 this side. And 263 this side. Once we're a little more settled down, probably give ourselves some direct, etc. Lucas, mate, thanks very much. Not that there has been much going on to start with. So, let's get the FMC set up. Enter IRS, yes we are. So, aeroplane's correct, engine's correct, nav data, AIRAC 13, there's going to be a 14th this year. Going to be on. We are at Echo Golf Sierra Sierra, stand 42. GPS left into the IRS. There it is aligning. The airport's on here, that is where. Flight director on, master my side. To Dublin. 7 Delta X-ray. It's uncommon call sign. And I am going to load the route up using the company route function. And I will check it. It's UTAVA Quebec 75, BUZAD, Tango 420, Trent, I believe. 28 to LELDO, Micron 45 to BAGSO. It's got BAGSO 2 X-ray, but we might get the lead depending on how busy it is. I think I've got both charts. Yes, I do. Ready to go. I am going to put in BAGSO to Lima. Minus 28 left. In anticipation, departure is right 22, and given any other departure. And there's no one in to tell us any different anyway, so that's done. Zero fuel weight 53.9. The OFP gives us interesting 53.1. So not matching up. Mind. We have got 6.1 fuel. Therefore stopped fueling. The fueler would come and tell us. Pop. Belts on. Our reserves today. Now the weather at Dublin is 20 at 10, 10k, it's fine. It's essentially fine. So our reserves 2.4, round up 2.5, round up to 2.6, and we've still got an extra half an hour. Cost index is 6 with Ryanair. Like I said, our cruise is only 320. To have a look at the 19536 is top of climb. ISA deviation is -3. I'm going to do on the side. Let's pop in our descent forecasts net while I think about it. Spare capacity because online will certainly get busier and I'll probably forget. It's forecast 983. Level 60. We will update that as we get closer. 310. Can add 200. 298 at 9. Oh, the rhythm. 9. Going up any higher then. So 298 at 9. One 61 at 8. And 100 is 00413. Oh, come on. Right, so performance is for departure. I'm going to have to modify these figures because our gross weight is 59.9 about ton heavy. Double check that I haven't made any major boo-boos here. Payload, so 5-2. Fine. Pre-plan. Back while we're here, that's already been.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
So, runway 22, we're so close to the end here that we'll take the full length. Get the one, which matches up 210 at 3. Okay, that's a little bit different. 197, it's different. And that is giving us runway 22 full. The runway is dry. Flap 5. Interesting. 26. With plus 3-4. Base drive. Why is it giving us that? That gives us a 789 stop distance. Quite a high minimum flap. Oh. Data's a bit weird. So 2.5 on the flap. Hey, pretty close again. It's giving us bleeds on. I've overestimated the weight ever so slightly, but it's 26.34. Interesting. That. So map 5. The wind is negligible. Trim off. Out there. The speeds I have are 30, 32, 1. Perfect. That's it. So we've got a couple of minutes. All the lights, the pumps. Stop the APU.
Seatbelts lights flash on and off. It's also an indication for you to actually make sure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and ready for departure.
So London North is online. You're not going to speak to them. We'll do. Have a look at the sectors online. See at what point cross area sectors I am departing a UKF. Okay, no, just want to see a map. That would be nice. It used to have a nice map. Under main sectors, there we go. Quite a long way. Niagara, Manchester. So once we get up that way. North, Chester's online. Fine, whatever. So the APU has started. Got the pack sat down. Let's get the bleed on. Let's get the doors shut.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Here comes our tug. Have a look at the old traffic. Is there anybody else here? No, is the answer. Orion Air 464 should be out to our right somewhere. Unless he's just logged off. How'd I miss that?
Okay, all
Guess
doors
not.
and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that was me just loading the flight plan from the server. So that's in and loaded. Active traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Push and start, stand at 42. And it's straight ahead, left
So
immediately
connected
right.
and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Oh, good to go. So
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
let's not do that. Just because the brake was off. There's a fair amount of Germany online as well. Okay, brake can go off. Take 32. We got 6.1. No, we haven't. We got 6.0. So transponder's done. It's not the longest push. Pumps on. No, nothing in the center tanks. So let's start engine number 2. But down here, there we go. That's a better view, so you guys can see in a bit more detail the spool up. Looking for max motoring, 25%. There it is, fuel on. So starter cutout we heard, engine looks like it's stabilising and should be just about stopping in a moment.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set, start number 1.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So again, max motoring or 25%, fuel on. Looks like the red tick bugger's gone. Starter cut out.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Now I've got 2 stable engines. I'm just going to wait to see the pin. There he is. So onto the E4 taxi flow. ASWA, I hope you had a good trip. That's a long trip. I wonder how you even managed it. No payload? So we have seen the pin. Go flap 5. Let's make the habit of bringing up the controls, as I have had a control lock before, but it just, I don't know what happened, but it didn't work. And doing it in the cockpit didn't make a difference. So flight controls, full forward, full aft, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder. Controls checked. Trim is checked, engines checked, course checked. Bring up the checklist. Before taxi, generators on, no lights, APU is off, not required, start switches continuous. Anti-ice not required, although we will be going into cloud so we'll need on. So after departure, probes are on. Packs auto, bleeds on, isolation valve, auto, flap, 5 required, 5 set, green light. Stab trim, 4.5 required, 4.5 set. Start levers, 2 idle D10. Flight controls checked, recalls checked, and we are ready to taxi. We will self-clear our departure and very rapidly get underway. Let's get my charts back up. That's the traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Taxiing, hold Sierra 1 runway 22 via Charlie and Sierra. Self-clear taxi, lights on. Clear to the left, clear to the right. Brakes off. Configs checked. Nice that that doesn't spool up too much anymore. So still nobody to talk to, got lots of Dublin frequencies. Let's get on. So throttle armed. LNAV, it won't be a VNAV departure initially. Terrain that side. Bring the power back to idle so that we don't go above 10 knots. So there's 3 taxiways here, sort of east, middle and west. Of course you can taxi to either side if you don't take the middle, so take it closest to us. Feed into the middle, and it's a left, right, and then Sierra 1 is down here. Stancid has definitely been improved. Let's get everyone sat down.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
So left then immediately right gives us the full length. I'm not actually sure Stancid has got flashing strobes on the runway. Pretty uncommon in the UK. Stancid traffic, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray lining up, taking off runway 22 UTAVA 1 Romeo departure. Stancid traffic. Now saying traffic at the end is not really a UK thing, but it kind of makes sense, so I'm happy to go with it. Transponders on, trim is set, V-speed set, course checked, lights, camera action, done.
Approaching 2-2.
Gonna be 2041 as we lift off. Now we're gonna have about 5 points on board. Got a fair stop margin, so 40% behind the aeroplane, do a rolling takeoff.
On runway
Correct runway.
22.
Self-cleared and announced. Power. Toga. Time. Off we go. Forward pressure on the controls. Keep your hand on the throttle. Keep the aeroplane straight with rudder. Not a huge amount needed today. It's quite light.
80 knots.
Checked. Controls back to neutral. Keep the aeroplane straight. Hand off the throttle. Rotate. Bit sluggish there.
Positive rate.
You're up. A little bit sloppy. Allow the speed to build up. Gear travels onto the flight directors. 400 LNAV. Now we should be going into cloud at this point, but not.
1000.
So 3 DME is going to be our turn. Get the airplane actually onto the flight director. Minimum flap is here. What I'm not going to do, Command A, I'm going to accelerate just yet. Engine anti-ice on because I think we are in cloud. Bug up. And we are not going to go faster than the up speed. I'm going to get rid of any restrictions and take us up to going E. So let's go 2000. We're accelerating plus 2 plus 15 past. Accelerating, so we've got to flap 1. As you can see, it's a little bit of a busy departure. Passing flap 1, flap travel. Flap up. And we're not in VNAV yet, so the airplane isn't going to level off. It is going to turn, so that's why I'm going to hold the airplane at flap up speed, so it can make this turn. We're going right to 350. After takeoff, auto brake off, flaps up, no lights, gear up and off. Start switches I'm going to leave on continuous. The aeroplane is pressurizing, the anti-ice is on. We've got 4 pumps, equals checked, we might be out of cloud. Not bumpy, we can go. And we are climbing to a flight level. Look at the altitude difference there. We might have to go up to 6,000. Not that bad a departure. Still nobody to talk to. And we can go 250. So let's have a look at the radar. There is literally no traffic around, so I'm going to go straight to cruise 320. Set once, twice. And you can see that we're not in V now, so it's not amber, but it is set. What I am going to do is out into vent to get rid of these restrictions so that we don't end up in an awful situation. And because of this, I'm going to put VNAV. Speed into vent to keep us at 250. I don't want to be doing this turn any quicker than that. Although there's nobody around, so why don't we go direct to Cooper. Do that, we're above 10. Can aeroplane. Maybe it is a steep turn. That's steep. Could argue we could go direct Roddle. But what I wanted to do is just try and ease off that turn because there's no about whoever that one guy is over there. I think they're descending into London anyway. Now just happy that's where we should have been going outbound, and you can see it takes us a long way. Bit of a waste to go that far west. Anyway, passing 10. Can come off. Engine start switches can come back. The airplane diff pressure 4.5. Cabin is at 2 and climbing steadily. Cruise is set. Packs are auto. Packs can come out. Get all the lights off. Course checked. And we are on our way to Dublin. So we took off at 4:1, 6 minutes behind schedule. self-direct. So into Welling, into definitely going to BUZAD, UTAVA. Probably from about there that we went. Happy days, still no one to talk to. We're estimating a Cooper at 5.3. So we're still going to be 6 minutes late, whatever. SimBrief can be a bit weird with the timings when it comes to SIDs and stars. So before top of climb we are going to set the arrival QNH 983 as a gross error check. It's done. Done there. Frame rates are holding pretty steady. Oh, that's a point. I've got Ortho. I'm pretty sure I've got Ortho on, which is wasted at night. Utterly wasted. 337 for London North. I've got that tuned and ready. So I suppose we could have gone Tipple or Elvos. Yeah, whatever. Straight line is this a little bit ahead. Passing 200, another 10 check. Diff of 6. Cabin's at about 3.5. Climbing steadily. 4 pumps, 2 packs. So start thinking about our arrival. Dublin VOR is our MSAs, and it's for the mist as well. So 49. Tune that up. -28 is 1115. Or a 2 on the Midlands. Do. Seven 8 is our final approach. There he is. Wonder where AudioBird got these little Easter eggs from. Thought of them. So you can see as the wind moves around, X-plane is very good at smoothing that, so you can see that you get this big twitch as we go through these sort of discrete layers. So, big question. Ooh, London North. Control, good evening, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Passing flight level 250, climbing flight level 320, direct a Cooper.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, London Control, hello, squawk 0521.
Squawk 0521, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. If I can. Frame rate wise. Okay.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, landing bank, stop climb flight level 300, route direct, Rodol, correction as NIP.
Stop climb flight level 300, direct as NIP, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
And Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray on conversion, fly mark decimal 78 or greater.
Decimal 78 or greater, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So we'll have to have a look at That's a worrying message. We're not.
Jazz 107, when ready to send flight 290, level by panel.
When ready to send 290 to level X panel with Jazz 107.
And our cruise decimal 7. Yeah. 7749. So I don't know if that's going to be our final. Probably is. So let's update 300. And we'll modify our cruise speed. You could do that with speed intervent.
Dublin Control, very good evening. Giant 5 Papa Lima Heavy, flight level 320, direct to 95 Papa Lima, London Control, hello, fly mark decimal 78. Mark decimal 78 for Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Good evening, line M2 Papa Alpha, flight level 340.
1,000 to go.
Papa Alpha, London Control, good evening, squawk 0571.
0571, line M2 Papa Alpha. London Control, good evening, line 8, Mike Charlie, flight level 380.
Right, 8 Mike Charlie, London Control, hello, squawk 0103.
Is 300.
Line 8, Mike Charlie.
Right, 2 Papa Alpha, fly mark decimal 78.
5 Mike Alpha, 8, line M2 Papa.
Kevin, stop.
Papa Alpha, confirmed fly mark decimal 78.
Mike 78 to Papa.
Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, maintain flight 380, fly mark decimal 76 or less.
Maintain flight level 380, mark decimal 76 or less, Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie.
Giant 5 Papa Lima, route direct
Same.
to Ortho.
Fix rings wise.
Direct to Ortho, Giant Papa Lima.
MSAs for Dublin.
Delta X-ray, route direct panel.
Direct pedal run SF Delta X-ray.
And Ryanair so Delta X-ray, climb flight level 320.
Flight level 320 run SF Delta X-ray. So, my bad. So, Dublin MSAs are set. And out into vent, I've set 320, I'm pressing out into vent. And off we go. That has set to 7.4 though. Interesting. They have to use speed intervent. So 3.2 set. It's twice.
1,000 to go.
So you can see Manchester up here.
Ryanair 2 Papa Alpha, report present heading.
Present heading is 317, Ryanair 2 Papa.
Ryanair 2 Papa Alpha, thanks, turn right heading 330
So
degrees.
we should have overridden
Right,
that, and there we are, it has stayed.
Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 340. correction 335. So give the read, Mike Charlie. Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 335. 335, 8 Mike Charlie. Ryanair 34 Sierra Uniform, contact Scottish Control 133.2, good evening. 152 Ryanair 34 Sierra Uniform, thanks.
Control, good evening, Adam 73, November flight level 368, correction 368 inbound Saitek.
Kenneth 73 November, London Control, hello, fly mark decimal 78 or greater.
Mark decimal 78 or greater, I'm 70 November.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, you able to fly mark decimal 80?
Affirm, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, roger, thanks, fly mark decimal 7, correction 80 or greater.
Decimal 80 or greater, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
Jazz 107, contact Scottish Control 132, correction, report your speed to Scottish Control 133.2, goodbye.
So, that's really 2 knots different.
132.2, Jazz 107, bye.
Jazz 107, negative 133.2, bye-bye.
Action 133.2.
Difference is that going to make to the fuel? Surprisingly, not much.
London Centre, channel 498, looking at 340, Max 0180.
Channel 498, London Control, hello, fly mark decimal 78 or less.
Decimal 78 or less, channel 498.
No, he's trying to give us separation from these guys. By the looks of things, they're within 15-ish miles. The ATIS 124525.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, route direct Sitku.
Direct Sitku, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. We're never going to get to any of our waypoints. Side. Go, because we are really not making enough progress for him by the looks of things. Let's have a listen to the old ATIS. Maybe we cannot hear the ATIS. There we go. Low power of the evening, 10 degrees.
London Control, no shuttle 702, is climbing platinum 340, platinum 340.
No shuttle 792, London Control, hello, route direct outbound.
Direct outbound, no shuttle 700.
Tomjet 292, when ready, descend flight level 290, level by Oxbed.
290 by Oxbed, Tomjet 292.
So, information kilo 2030 LS 28 left. Yes, they have a left now. That's what I was looking at the chart. It's not really a runway. Maybe it looks like enough of a runway to confuse people. So runway 28 left. Transition level 70, so I'll update that. 310, greater than 10k, clouds. View at 1200 feet. Oh, that's it. Temperature 0, so that. Dew points -1. QNH 983 hectopascals. Information kilo. Excellent. So let's update that in the descent.
London, good evening, Tomcat 7139 with you, flight level 340 inbound Gurley. We're hoping to start our descent in about 20 miles for East Midlands.
Tomcat 7139, descend flight level 270 and contact Scottish Control 133.2, that's the right frequency.
Roger, Scottish 33.2 and descent flight 270. Tomcat 7139.
Ryder 2 Papa Alpha, resume navigation direct ASNIP.
Resume navigation and direct ASNIP. Ryder 2 Papa.
Ryder 8 Mike Charlie, resume navigation direct ASNIP.
Resume navigation direct ASNIP. Ryder 8 Mike Charlie. London Control, good evening, Shuttle 42 X-ray, sir, 340 inbound M4.
40 X-ray, London Control, hello, direct Ripple.
Direct Ripple, Shuttle 42.
So he's cutting the
Control, good evening, Sky, 155,
he's cutting the airway off right for us Sitkos here. The airway comes along this way. He's sending those guys to ASNIP, which is
Control, hello, continue present heading.
pretty much over Liverpool. There's somewhere like that before taking them up and along. So
London Control, hello again, Ryder 12 Delta X-ray inbound Dublin.
sounds like a familiar voice.
Direct Lancer.
Direct Lamstar, Ryder 12 Delta X-ray, cheers.
So we are approaching top of descent. We've got
Ryder 7 Delta X-ray, when ready, descend flight level 290.
when ready, descent to flight level 290. Request leave cockpit 2 minutes.
Totally fine, reporting back.
Okay. Good. Be back in a minute,
resume
guys.
Navigation direct Gurley. Ryder 8 Mike Charlie, flight mark decimal 78 or less.
Mark 78 or less, Ryder 8 Mike Charlie.
Giant 5 Papa Lima, when ready, descend flight level 290. Weather considered flight level 290, Giant 5 Papa Lima.
London Control, okay, I'm 17 November, request to leave flight there for 3 minutes.
35, reporting back.
Well, go back.
Ryder 2 Papa Alpha, when ready, descend flight level 290.
Ready, descent to flight level 290 to Papa Alpha.
Ryder 8 Mike Charlie, when ready, descend flight level 290.
Ready, descent flight level 290, Ryder 8 Mike Charlie.
Tomjet 292, descend flight level 240.
Descent flight level 240, Tomjet 290.
Okay, so that was just a quick toilet break because otherwise we wouldn't have time. The airplane should manage its speed as normal. There it is, bugging down. And we start the descent.
Climbing to flight
At 07, 2 minutes.
Origin Alpha 33 X-ray, London Control, hello, Bose 2 Bravo, arrival.
We think we are going to burn 0.8. So 57.
Can you please say again?
0.6.
Bose 2 Bravo, arrival, route direct Wallasey. Okay, I don't know what's the reason, but I can hear you really. Okay, I just heard. Mercy 2 Bravo, arrival. Whiskey Alpha Lima. Shark 433 with me. Hey, firm, 180 level, roger. Shark 433, roger. Speed 300 knots. Fly heading, correction, climb flight 180. Speed 300 knots, and climb flight 180, Shark 433. Giant 5 Lima, turn right 10 degrees, I support that heading.
So
Left for Ryder, what's the other?
interesting.
Negative. Giant flight, Papa Lima, turn right by 10 degrees and report that heading.
So we're going to need at least order brake 2.
Right,
I'm going to check that.
That would be heading 278.
139, 144, checked.
300 degrees.
Going to out into vent and start our descent now.
Giant flight. Good evening, Royal Air Rock 154. Royal Air Rock 154, London, hello, route direct emergency descent, flight and lane 0. For emergency descent, flight and lane 0, I'm called 54, thank you.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, leaving flight level 320.
7139 back with you, passing flight level 304 for 270, inbound Pole Hill.
Okay, that was 3 stations at once, but I got you all there, so no need to. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, descent, flight level 200 on conversion, speed 300 knots, so great.
Set flight level 200 on conversion 300 or greater, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
Giant flight, Papa Lima, resume navigation, direct LELDO.
We are gonna struggle with that. Now that's interesting, we have already converted. So let's see. What VNAV does, you see that has modified our path.
Change of plan, speed 280 knots, turn right, 340 degrees. Speed 280 knots and right 340 degrees,
And I'm going to do that a little bit early. Checked.
Disregard.
Cabin is all over the place. Whatever. Definitely sounds like Ryanair service in the background.
Royal Air Rock 154, squawk 0545.
Solent approaches on. Busy night. So you can see it is worth updating the FMC.
Fly mark decimal 76.
Flight mark 76, Ryanair to Papa Alpha.
Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, fly mark decimal 76 or less.
And it means it's one less thing for us to do. And it's adjusted the path as well. Now because we are going to be going down like a stone, path is higher now.
Clearance to local as well. On stand 2, aircraft type 737 ahead.
Ryanair 36 Panther, roger. London is a little bit busy at the moment, so expect around about a 10-minute delay.
Roger.
Now I appreciate that the path is drifting away.
Ryanair Rock 165, with control, hello, descent flight level 120 and squawk 2161.
I don't want to mess the guy around too much with this traffic here.
Ryanair Rock 154, contact Manchester radar 118.575, goodbye.
18575, goodbye, 1154.
Channel 433, report your indicated airspeed.
We could reduce vertical speed manually to 500 feet a minute, which is the minimum for a clearance. Oh, there we go. The path is coming back in now, so we will manage.
Correction 1432, London control, hello, climb down, flight level 180. Climb down, flight level 180, runway 1432. Channel 433, turn left, heading 290 degrees. Left 290 degrees, channel 433.
And we're going to maintain decimal 75 until we hit 300, and it will switch. So, just saves you remembering it.
Descend, flight level 200 on conversion, speed 280 knots.
Descent until 200 and speed 280 knots, Ryanair to Papa.
So we've got the runway and the arrival. If we are given the 2 Lima, it just means that we get to Kogax, it changes to a fly over, and then we go direct Lamo anyway.
Sorry about that, don't get to that.
Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, descent flight level 200 on conversion, speed 280 knots or less. Descent flight level 200 on conversion 280 or less, Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie. Skyways 155, continue with Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 122.8, that's good. Thank you.
Shuttle 48 X-ray, continue with Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom, thank you sir, goodbye. Shuttle 48 X-ray.
Tomjet 7139 and descent flight level 200 level by Manchester.
Descent flight level 200 level by Manchester. Tomjet 7139.
Ryanair 1625, descent flight level 90, speed 250.
Here we are, back on profile 300, in the rain, with everything on, because I don't want to drop out the sky, and I'm going to keep the frame counter up.
Guys, I'm all a bit busy, so I need everyone to reply, please.
Just because of this.
1625, descent flight level 90, speed 250 knots or less.
Flight 90, that's 250, descent Ryanair, that's
Lima.
Shamrock 433, turn left, heading 185. Left 185, Shamrock 433.
310 at 10, bit more of a crosswind.
Giant 320 X-ray. I am requesting to descend and maintain flight level 130. Right, Ryanair 3, Christian Romeo Juliet Alpha 320 X-ray, descent flight 120. Descent and maintain flight 120, Jordanian 320 X-ray. Giant 5 Papa Lima, speed 250 knots. Speed 20 knots, 5 Papa Lima. Ryanair 2 Papa Alpha, speed 250 knots.
Speed 250 knots, Ryanair 2 Papa.
Ryanair 8 Mike Charlie, speed 250 knots. 250 Mike Charlie. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, report your speed to Dublin Control 129.175 goodbye.
Speed to Dublin 129.0.175. Thanks for the service. Have a great night. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Bye bye. 290.175. Got him tuned up. Dublin, good evening. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Speed 300 knots.
7 Delta X-ray, Dublin Control identified. BAGSO 2 Lima, landing 28 left. Descent flight level 150.
BAGSO 2 Lima, landing 28 left. Descent flight level 150. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
Spirit A25, waiting contact London 133.7 or less. 337, Spirit A35,
3257, I think. And we can change the arrival.
Channel X37 ask.
No, don't need to. 2 Lima. Pick the right one. It is getting a wee bit bumpy. Rag the aeroplane. A bit slow. Will tell us to slow down, and because we've updated VNAV, we don't really have to worry. Arrivals wise, let's check our distances. Sierra 6 and Sierra 5 are 2156 and 1953. So actually that'll bring us quite comfortably to those, and we'll actually have to we may be able to get off at Sierra 5, which is 200 meters beforehand. If we don't, then Sierra 6 is 2156, so we would come to a stop essentially just as we got onto it.
Descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So, having a look on the chart, that comfortably should bring us to a stop.
7 Oscar when able, speed 290 knots or greater.
278 is checked, 11135 is set. This approach for Dublin is so we can get rid of Viola 1. It's 402. River Saku, steaming our way in. At some point we're going to have to slow down. Maxev is our height check.
Giant 5 Papa Lima Heavy, bus level 260, sending bus level 200, expanding speed to 282.
Bit of traffic out to our left.
5 Papa Lima, Dublin Control identified, cleared, BAGSO 2 Lima arrival, landing runway 28 left, descent flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150, back to second BAGSO?
BAGSO 2 Lima.
BAGSO 2 Lima and Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Ryanair 7 Delta X, report your speed to Dublin 132.575, bye-bye.
Speed to Dublin 132.575. Thanks for the service. Have a great night. See you again soon. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Dublin, good evening. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Speed 300 knots.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, Dublin Control, hello, keep the speed up and descent flight level 80, no delay to Dublin.
Keep speed up, descent flight level 80, no delay, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, thanks. So, VNAV may now try and decel us. If it does, we can stay in VNAV. We're going to speed into vent, and that should keep us on path. It's actually going to give us a level off, which is disappointing. So, BAGSO is 100 below. Technically, being at 100 is also fine. That goes to decel. We can go to speed intervent. Remember that we do have to lose some of this speed at some point, and that's interesting. It's just gone straight through the decel. So it's doing what we want. 8.0 down there looks alright. So what I'm going to do is peg that just to get a bit more control over the aeroplane, so that we do maintain the speed. Can dial BAGSO up now. It told us to keep the speed up. That wasn't an explicit clearance to maintain high speed below 10. We'll see how we get on. Phone's on silent. I don't know which one we're going to be speaking to next. There's two Dublin approaches. It's either 115. Ahead to listen to. So, in reality, I wouldn't continue at this speed unless I confirmed it with the controller. Pretty much on profile anyway. All the lights on, phone's on silent, got all the anti-ice on just in case.
Delta X-ray speed 250 knots or greater, and you can now proceed direct lap mode.
250 or greater direct lap mode, Ryan S7 Delta X-ray. So this is going to be
The control hello again, Giant 5 Papa Lima 155, descending Papa 130. Giant 5 Papa Lima, double control hello again, descent, flight level 100. Descent flight level 100, Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Dublin control, good evening, Shamrock 245, passing 2,700 feet, proceed flight level
1,000 to go.
Shamrock 245, double control hello, identified. Proceed direct, intended, climb, flight level 120.
Direct, proceed, climb flight level 120, Shamrock 245.
Fighter 7 Delta X-ray, report your speed to approach now 121.1, bye-bye.
speed to approach 121.1. Thanks very much for the service. Have a great night. Ryan S7 Delta X-ray. Bye bye.
Thanks, Ryan, bye-bye.
So we'll probably be tower 1186 after that. Double approach, good evening, Ryan S7 Delta X-ray 737 and 800. Information, Lima speed 250 knots or greater direct lap mode.
Commander 7 Delta X-ray, hello, I'm seeing you in a bit. Descend altitude 5,000 feet QH 983 hectopascals.
Thanks very much. Descend flight level, correction, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 983 hectopascals, Ryan S7 Delta X-ray. Yeah, they're right, I haven't been in it for a while. So, down to 5, 250, let's go level change, 983. Let's see what that does. Okay, that might be a little bit keen, so let's stop that at 15. And we away. 20 miles to go. Oh, let's do some fixed rings. Managed to forget to do those.
Runner 7 Delta X-ray, reduce speed at 230 knots and call finals 119.925. All the best, bye-bye.
1,000 to go.
Speed 230, finals 119.925. Thanks very much for the service. See you again soon. Ryan 7 Delta X-ray. Bye bye.
See ya.
Probably VMC. So 112.
0 until 6, Charles 107.
Double good evening, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray information. Lima decelerating to speed 230 knots.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, final fellow, descent to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 983. You've got 19 track miles.
Descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 983 hectopascals, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So, can peg this. We really want to be flap 1 by then. So the best we can do at this point looks like level change with speed brake. Some traffic over there. All the anti-ice on, even don't think we need it. So struggle a little bit. Come back to the up speed. Better to ask forgiveness.
1,000 to go.
So can deploy flap 1. It's not comfortable, but we're going to have to. Ideally you want to be within 10 knots.
Ryanair 3 Delta X-ray, speed 180 knots, cleared ILS approach, runway 28 left.
That's speed 180, cleared ILS 28 left for Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Roger, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So cleared.
Jazz 107, maintain speed 160 knots now to 40 me, contact the tower 118.6, number 1, bye-bye.
Tower 118.6 and 160 to 4, Jazz 107, thank you, bye.
Still got speed brake out, don't forget about that. Light slope's coming in, so I'm going to keep the speed brake out. And
Swiss 305, go round, heading 360.
I have to stay flat 1.
3,000 feet at 250 knots.
It's not ideal.
Ryanair, correction, Swiss 395, hello, descend altitude 1,000 feet, turn right, heading 110 degrees. Turn right, heading 110 degrees, descend 3,000 feet, Swiss 395. Ryanair 1 Delta X-ray, reduce speed 165 knots until 40 me.
Reduce speed 160 until 4, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray.
Very good evening, Giant 5 Papa Lima Heavy on the 5,000 feet. Giant 5 Papa Lima, double, correction, final fellow, descent altitude 3,000 feet on the QNH 983. Descending 3,000 feet with QNH 983, Giant 5 Papa Lima. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, reduce down to your final approach speed.
Final approach speed, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So gear down early, flap 15. Match speed, and we're going for 144. That's slightly early. Gear down 3 degrees, 50.
Turn right, heading 130.
25 a little bit early. And there we go, speed brake armed, auto brake set, final line, flap set, gear down 3 greens, all the lights on, not clear to land, start switch is continuous, cabin secure, recalls checked, landing checks complete.
Giant 5 Papa Lima, turn right, heading 310 degrees. Heading 310, Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Let's match the throttle. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray passing 3.5 miles.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, thanks. Your number 2, tower 118.6, bye-bye.
Number 2 tower 186, thanks for the service, have a great night. Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Tower, good evening, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, ILS 28 left, 3 miles.
Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray, hello there, continue approach, the wind is 310 degrees at 10.
Continue, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. So we are stable.
1,000.
There's the guy ahead. Touching down, kind of vacating.
Jazz 107, right turn onto
Approaching,
Sierra, and remain on
28.
this frequency.
Interesting.
Jazz 107 is located to runway and remain on the frequency.
AFM, turn right onto the Sierra taxiway.
Right onto Sierra, Jazz 107.
500.
Continue. Cleared.
400.
7 Delta expected land runway 28 left, wind 310 degrees at 10.
Clear land to 8 left, runner 7 Delta X-ray.
Approaching.
It does help to have a mate.
200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That was not my best landing. Got pretty sluggish. So the high speeds are up ahead. And you're braking. Otherwise we're going to come to a complete stop.
4,000 feet remaining.
107, shall we continue on Sierra?
AFM, Jazz 107, second left.
3,000 remaining.
Confirm second left.
50 knots is a bit quick.
Runner 7 Delta X-ray, welcome, right Sierra 5, right Sierra, remain on my frequency.
Right Sierra 5, right Sierra, Wilco runner 7 Delta X-ray.
Dublin, hello, Enzo 4, 15 Papa is holding short, Whiskey 2. Enzo 514, Papa, hello, left onto Whiskey 2, hold short runway 34. Left onto Whiskey 2, hold short 34, the 415 Papa.
So onto the upper.
0.29 Alpha, hello, continue to Echo 1.
Continue Echo 1.
Dublin Tower, good evening, Alpaca 14 Charlie, we're on Alpha
effort.
holding short runway 34. Alpaca 14 Charlie, good evening to you, line up runway 34 and wait. Line up and wait, runway 34, Alpaca 14 Charlie. Jazz 107, hold short runway 34, there will be one departure.
Holding short, runway 34, Jazz 107.
Tango 514, Papa cross, runway 34 onto Mike 1, hold short at link 4. Cross 1634 onto Mike 1, hold short link 4.
So landing wise, that was 152. Say that. projectFLY says 128.
415 Papa, contact ground 121.8.
Man Zibo judges me excellent and approach okay.
Going 29 Alpha, are you ready for departure?
They hasn't told us where we're coming off. I think we'll go left, so I'll scream it up to these. Start the APU. Single engine.
7 Delta X-ray taxi, Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3, hold short runway 34.
Whiskey 2, Whiskey 3, hold short 34, Ryanair 7 Delta X-ray. Which is first left, left again, turn right.
Alpaca 14 Charlie, the wind is 310 degrees at 10.
Very good, they're nice and busy.
Runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 34, Liffey 6 Golf, Alpaca 14 Charlie.
Oh, it just says 737.
Boeing 29 Alpha, wind 310 degrees 10, runway 28 left, cleared immediate takeoff, no delay.
Clear immediate takeoff, no delays, right, 29 Alpha.
Dublin Tower, very good evening, Giant 5 Papa Lima, established time is 28 left.
Giant 5 Papa Lima, hello, continue approach, runway 28 left, traffic is rolling, the wind is 310 degrees at 10.
Not rolling very quick.
Giant 5 Papa Lima.
So second left.
Swiss 395, fully established on final approach, runway 28 left. Swiss 395, hello again, continue approach.
Take it off.
Continue approach, Swiss 395. Swiss 395, if you're not there already, reduce to final approach speed. I'm at final approach speed, Swiss 395. Giant 5 Papa Lima, clear to land, 28 left.
Clear to land 28 left, Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Power 7 Delta, X-ray cross, Whiskey 3 cross from my 3-4 and hold short of link 5.
Sorry, that was blocked. Runner 7 Delta X-ray.
Alright, 7 Delta X-ray from Whiskey 3 cross from my 3-4 and hold short link 5.
Whiskey 3 cross runway 34, hold short link 5, runner 7 Delta X-ray.
Back at 14 Charlie, contact 132.575.
So it's an active runway, so I'm not convinced that we
132.575.
quite
Back at 14 Charlie. Cheers, bye.
shut.
Boeing 29 Alpha, if you're still with me, 132.575.
So we clear cross, lights on.
Right, Giant 5 Papa Lima going on.
Roger. Giant 5 Papa Lima, turn right heading 360 degrees, climb altitude 3000
Approaching.
feet.
3, 4.
360, Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Bravo 15 Papa, Echo 1 fully ready. And 415 Papa, Roger, hold short.
Wonder why we're not using the ground frequency.
Hold short, and 415 Papa. Swiss 395, clear to land, runway 28 left. Clear to land, runway 28 left, Swiss 395. Right at 7 Delta X-ray, contact ground 121.8. Good night.
Round 121.8, thanks for the service, great job runner 7 Delta X-ray, bye bye.
Thanks. Giant 5 Papa Lima, if you could start that right turn now, please.
Take it for Giant 5 Papa Lima.
Thanks, start the right turn now, please, and 119.925. Still up sub 3.
Ground, good evening runner 7 Delta X-ray, holding short link 5.
Runner 7 Delta X-ray, you should be ground north 125.9.
Roger, apologies sir, so 1259, runner 7 Delta X-ray, bye bye. Ground, good evening runner 7 Delta X-ray, holding short link 5.
Runner 7 Delta X-ray, Dublin ground, hello, any step preference?
Negative, just where the other guys park.
Runner 7 Delta X-ray, taxi straight in to stand 121.
Stand 121, thanks, runner 7 Delta X-ray, we'll save some fuel. So 121 is first left along this bit here. I suppose that wasn't technically holding short link 5, was it? But I wanted to clear the hold line, and there was no beep out anyway, so he was giving us the hold for the crossing traffic. So single engine with a left turn onto stand. Yeah. We're allegedly saving a teeny bit of fuel, but actually we're saving engine time, which is much more expensive. Yeah, it's nice to be able to see on the apron the lights. 121 should be this one. It is. Squeeze of brake. Get mowed over by the baggage carts. You never know, at some point Aerosoft might actually update this scenery. I am a little bit critical of it now. Although in fairness I haven't checked to see if they have, so I should shut up. Just eat some humble pie. Whoa! Plane is all over the place. This guy should be waving at us. And he's not, that's rubbish. I wonder why that stopped working. Quite good. Fed up of being ignored. Oh, I probably should have stopped there, shouldn't I? Good. Brakes on. Was expecting him to do something. So here we are on stand, just over an hour after we left. Welcome to Dublin, guys. I think they're right. It has made me realise it has been quite a while. Plugged it in, they wouldn't have really done that until the beacon was off, so that's a bit odd. 2 blues, 1 red, both engines dead. And here we are. Check in config. I don't know. Is it real? So I'm looking for jetway power on. Okay. Anyway, that's the engine spooling down. The lights can come off. Doors open. Shock set. That is us. Here and ready. That was a bit of a busy trip. 1.5, 1.1 reuse, 3.8 left. Let's end the flight. Get rid of that. Let's end it on projectFLY as well. Nice. Given pretty much a straight line all the way over. Some of which was my own work. So here we are. Let's have a look. Nicely on stand. That's a lot of aeroplanes. Just gonna have a look on the radar and see what we've got here. So, sound busy. There's us. It was busier earlier, so it's quieting down a bit, but I mean it's interesting that they're giving 3-4 departures. The wind is not that strong. 310 at 10. Wonder why they're giving it as an option. Don't know, I guess the guys can take an intersection from there and don't need the distance. I've certainly never used it, so that's a little bit different. There you go, you can see one of them departing now. Off he goes. That is Speedbird 876 off to Manchester in an A320. Good for him. Anyway, let's disconnect. Runner 7 Delta X-ray shutting down. Thanks for the service. Hope you had a great night. See you again soon. Bye bye. Oh, I had the mic muted there, so you didn't hear his response, but he said thanks. So that's cool. Disconnect. Bye bye all the guys at Dublin, and here we are. That's me done for the night. Thanks guys. I might fly tomorrow morning. Got the day off work, but got some bits and bobs to get on with as well. So see how I go. It'll probably be quite quiet in the morning. I don't know. You never know. There could be a few controllers online. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it was pretty rushed, and if you want to see any more, please give it a sub. Maybe we'll do some more PM flying. We've got to do some more Concorde flying again at some point. But hey, it's nice that the controllers missed me. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great night. Look after yourselves. See you again soon. Thanks for watching and bye bye.